I went to New York because it's an historical city of United States, one of the most famous all over the country and the world. It's the reunion of so many people around the world and some cultures have rised up there. It's a very interesting city to me because of the hip hop movements, the streets, historical places, the fashion and that kind of stuff of the place. To go, I had to save some money during some time to make travel in plane to the country and after to the city. At the beginning was so complicated to get the visa because all the stuff of migration and racism and the stigma of being Latino. Was hard to get the approval to go to the country and after that the pandemic came and ruined everything. So I had to wait some months until the travels can be made again. I just stayed there for 1 month because the time I could be there was just one because of visa rules. Obviously I want to came back so I need to behave well. But in the month I had one of the most exciting experiences of my entire life.
Hi, I am Maria Paula and I travel to Los Angeles, California. It is the most important city in California, although it is not the capital of the federal state. However, it is the largest city in California and the second largest in the United States in population inside it. The most famous city for film and the arts, it has developed as one of the main economic and cultural activity centers in the world. I enjoyed some of its sites begin with Hollywood's historic attractions, such as the Walk of Fame and the TCL's Chinese Theatre, before strolling along the stretch of Sunset Boulevard known as the Strip, with its vibrant billboards, restaurants, and famous nightclubs. I arrived in this city via air taking a 9-hour, 15-minute flight, taking into account a stopover in Panama. One of the difficulties I had on the trip was not having an economy in accommodation, as most are expensive, but at the end of the day I found a nice hostel and that fit my price. It was an incredible experience and I will repeat 1,000 times.
Hello, my name is Laura Camila and I will tell you about my experience traveling. I went to Chicago, the city of skyscrapers, a very modern city on which you can explore and its wonders. I went there because I think it's a very interesting city. It is a very modern and has many tourist sites to go to. In addition to this, there are also great parks, museums, theaters, beaches, emblematic neighborhoods, and delicious foods to experience. There are also many places to take photograph. There you can do great things like photograph the Buckingham Fountain or read famous stats there. Learn a little about its astronomy, go to the Shed Aquarium. See the art behind its museums and street art. See the beautiful sunsets go up the viewpoint among other activities. Travel by Spirit Airlines. My flight took about 9 hours. Upon reaching my destination, I went in search of lodging and food. Fortunately, I did not have any mishaps. The whole trip was success.
Okay, there are some differences between the three cities we choose that are Chicago, New York, and LA. Here is the first one. Between Chicago and LA, it's more populated LA, even though the most populated city of United States is New York with 8 million people. The second one is that LA have a wished weather because it's hot like the summer, unlike Chicago and New York that it's cold and keep that weather along the year and all over the seasons. In Chicago sometimes get freeze because the cold is so high and the streets getting cold and it's harder to keep it. Third one, the streets of Chicago are so clean, at least cleaner than the streets of New York, because New York has dirty and messy streets. fourth one is that Chicago is one of the safest cities all over the world. Difference and unlike New York, that still the stigma of be a dangerous city and insecure. And the last one is that culturally, LA and New York are more popular than Chicago. Naturally, New York and LA are a cultural center over the world, not only for tourists. Um, it's more because of the art and the artists present in the city. In LA exists Hollywood and some great record labels of music, same as New York. When someone think about being an artist, always the most searched cities are New York and LA.